everyone, I am back with another video for you. Today I'm going to show you how I make my punched flowers to use as embellishments. I don't buy a ton of flowers. I don't even remember the last time I bought flowers was a couple years ago, and I'm still using some of them, but I like to punch my flowers because then I know that it's gonna coordinate with whatever project I'm working on, because I can use the same colored cardstock that I'm using or patterned papers that I'm using at that time. So I'm going to show you some of the ones that I do. I did a bunch of these last week, so I can show you. These are all single layered flowers out of 2 different punches. These are some double layer flowers I did out of 1 punch. This is another double layer out of a bigger punch, and it's using the same one twice. And then this is a triple layer, and this is using 2 different punches. So I just pulled out some of my cardstock scraps and some colors that I thought would coordinate pretty well together. So I did a darker and a lighter of each color, basically of, you know, the whole color palette: red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. There's like a teal in here, some pink, and I know that there's tons of different shades, but I just picked out 2 different shades: a cream, a brown, and black and gray. So I'm going to show you how I make those, and today I'm going to use Disney colors because I'm working on, whoops, I wanted to zoom out a little bit. I'm working on some Cricut cuts for my upcoming vacation. We're going to Disney World in June, and I want to do another Smash book, but I'm going to wait till I get back before I do the book because I usually buy papers and stuff at Disney World. So, yeah, so I'm going to make some Disney flowers today, actually. I didn't really pre-plan what order I'm going to do the colors, but this is all just scraps from my Cricut cuts, as you can see. So, yeah, I'm just going to, and that's the great thing about punching flowers is they're not huge, so you can use a ton of scraps. So we will start with the single layer, and I'll do, let's see, these are the 3 punches I'm going to use. So I'm going to use these 2 little tiny EK Success punches, and then this is another EK Success, but it's a bigger 5 petal. So these are the 3 punches that I use a lot for my flowers. So I'm going to do 1 each of these small ones and just show you how I do that. So I'm just going to punch the flower out. And you can leave it like this if you want to and stick something in the center of it, but I like making them look a little more dimensional. As you can see, they pop up. So that's what I'm going to show you how to do, and I'll zoom in again for this. Oh, going the wrong way. Okay, so I just have this little stylus. It's just an embossing stylus, and there's a thicker end, and then there's a thinner end, or a smaller end, and I'm going to use the smaller end. And I'm going to just make a line down each petal. This is going to help me fold my petal. And what I mean by folding is that I'm just going to take this and I'm just going to pinch them together, basically, just like that. So just kind of pinch it together. Some of the cardstocks aren't super thick, so you might not even have to use the stylus. And then you can just kind of bend them in a little bit using your fingernail as a guide. And there you have a little dimensional flower, and in the center you can put a bling or a pearl or a button, one of those little teeny tiny buttons. So I'm going to set that one aside because I don't really know what I'm going to put in the middle of it. And then the smaller one, this is another 5-petal in a different shape. And this one, I just take my fingernail, try to get in the camera, and I just bend up each petal, just like that, all the way around. And then you have your little dimensional flower there, and same thing, you can put a little bling or a pearl or a button in the center of that one. So now we're going to move on to the double layer, and these are using one of the small punches, just punching it out twice. So that's going to be this one here. So I'm going to do like a red and a black one for Mickey. There's red. I'm just going to find a little spot here. And there's my black. So again, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to take my little stylus end and I'm going to go down each petal. I'm going to do the red one. Okay, so same thing, I'm just going to take it and kind of pinch it together, and this black cardstock's kind of thick. There we go. Okay, and then I'm going to do the red one. Okay, so now I'm going to glue them together. And I'm just going to use my Zig 2-way glue here, just the squeeze and roll. I'm going to put a dot of glue in the center. And I like using my tweezers for this. So I'm going to take this top flower and I'm going to offset the petals. And then I'm just going to hold it there. And then we have a 2-layer. And again, same thing, a bling, a pearl, a button, whatever you want to put in the center of that one. And then we're going to do a bigger 2-layer flower. And that is using the bigger punch. So that one, I think we're going to do, oh, let's see. We will do a yellow, no, we'll do a red and white one for that one. So we need 2 of these. So there's 1. And 2. So same thing with the stylus. we're gonna go ahead and go down every petal. Just like that. So we're going to do the red one as the bottom layer. And then we'll do the white one as the top layer. So I'm going to bend this in because it's going to be easier, almost kind of like that, because it'll be easier to attach it and then it'll kind of flatten out. So again, I'm going to glue these two together. And offset my petals there. And just hold it down about 10 seconds. Kind of like that rule when you're a kid and you're using Elmer's glue. I think it's 10 seconds, I don't know. So then it kind of flattens out a little bit. Just like that. And then we have a 2-layer larger flower. And now I'm going to show you how to do the 3rd layer, or the triple layer flower. So that one I'm going to do okay, it's going to use 2 of these punched and then 1 of these smaller flowers. So let's do a black. So we'll do a black one. And a red one. Black, red, and then I think we'll do a white for the top. So same things for these. Go ahead and score right down the middle. Of each petal. Okay, so we'll do black on the bottom. Oh, my nose is running today. And then we will do the red. And just kind of bend it, whoops, up a little so I can glue it down to the black one. Okay, I kind of flattened these a little bit too much, so I'm just going to go back and kind of squeeze with my tweezers and fluff them back up. And then the white one, we're going to do the same thing as we did to this little yellow one, where I'm just going to take my fingernail against the line of the petal and I'm just going to bend it up just to give it that little bit of dimension so it's not such a flat flower. And then I'm going to center this one right here in the middle, again with some glue. And I'm going to offset the petals again, just like that, and hold it down. So then, if you squish any of them, you can go back and just kind of pinch them together. I gotta find a cool yellow to put in the middle of this one. I don't know if I have anything. Well, that might work actually. This pearl from Recollections. It's kind of a golden yellow. I'm gonna put it in the center of this one and see what it looks like. So there we go. There is a triple layer flower. I don't know about the pearl. I might change it to buttons. Buttons are more Mickey Mouse-ish, I think, maybe. So I'll have to find some little buttons or something. But there are the punched flowers that I make, and I hope you guys have fun with these. It doesn't necessarily have to be the punches that I've showed. It can be any flower punch, and all you have to do is just mess around with them and pinch the petals, layer them, you know, whatever. This one, I mean, super simple, just, you know, scrunched up some of the petals, stuck a bling in the center, and it's a really cute flower. And if you use cardstock or pattern papers that you're using for your project, you know it's always going to match. So to me, that's totally worth it right there, just to take some extra time to punch and glue. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little flower tutorial, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!